Hi everyone, how are you doing? Welcome to a new episode of Waking Up with Plants. And today the plant consciousness of greater burdock is with us. Now for some of you this might not be a known plant, although it might be very possible that you've seen it many times without noticing. So if you want some pictures to know what the plant looks like, listen to this episode on YouTube, and then you might recognize the plant in the landscape as well. This period, July, August, the plant's in bloom. I've not worked with this plant energetically a lot. As a herbalist, I use the root for all kinds of skin conditions, eczema for example, and it's really interesting and lovely to be with this plant in this energetical podcast space here, to hear what they have to bring. I've just tuned in with them and they spoke a lot in images. I also wrote some things down, so I will share it with you and anything else that wants to be added to that. As an opening image, they showed me our bodies going through some sort of acceleration. Like when you're holding hands with someone and you start spinning and the point of gravity is in the middle. They show me this image of spinning and then a close-up of a piece of skin with open pores. I see open connections between the inside and the outside of the person. It actually seems like the acceleration of the spinning is opening these pores through the pressure that's being created by the speed. And they say about this, are you ready to start sensing reality through heightened senses? In this period, energetically, there is an open connection between in and out, within and without. This is the time to realize that all that is within creates without. And I see the intestines through the pores of the skin, and it feels like getting a glimpse of the machinery inside where the reality is generated from. Like a film projection, a movie is beamed, projected outwards through every pore. Like every pore has a beam coming out of it, creating a 360 hologram reality surrounding the person. And the other person has a different hologram projection, a different projection landscape surrounding them. They have a different color setting, like with the genre in movies, like a different style. And there are overlapping elements between the two projections, but a totally different world. And as I see both persons walking through their life, they walk through their projection movie. As it's being generated from within, it moves with them. And they anticipate, interact with what they come by in their movie. And as my personality started to worry whether this image was too sci-fi for this podcast, I was thinking this podcast is about everyday topics. Burdock came in with, but this is everyday reality. Take 5 random people of this planet, and if you could feel their daily reality from their inside, you would feel totally different planets. And I'm sure everybody knows this when they look around them and see the people in their world. There are major differences. They show me as a child is coming into this world, that they believe the reality that they're presented with. So as you came as a child into this world, you believed the reality that you were being presented with. Everybody is being presented from birth with a different reality. It's only that these different projections or visions will accelerate. That's why we will continue to see visions clearer and clearer. They really talk like a movie director, because they're showing now a shot, a perspective, showing these two persons that were spinning in one shot, and their holograms that they're walking in, the landscapes, start to be clearer in their difference. And it's not only that their genre becomes clearer in difference, the whole movie setting is somewhere else. So yes, the view of the difference becomes clearer. The next image they showed was very interesting. They showed me these two persons with their movies merging, becoming one person, and the landscapes or the projections merging as well. And they ask you, what if this were you right now? Do you have quite different landscapes of experience that switch through your days? 1 minute you're feeling peace, and a minute later your world feels like a tragic drama. The way you see the world is being created by the way you spin. And they show me this as when an animation, quite old-fashioned animation, is projected at a slow rate, like seeing frame for frame for frame. And when it's running faster, you see more frames per second, per minute. The picture starts to take on another shape, and you can follow the story in a different way. You make different connections. Some things disappear, other things appear on screen. And they are highlighting sort of a peace movie and one that has the atmosphere of resentment, of bitterness, anger, jealousy. Feeling included or feeling excluded. And the two different realities that are generated from this. They share about this. There is an acceleration of spinning, of evolution. That creates open pores energetically to slingshot, is that a word? I'm gonna go with slingshot. To slingshot out the dense, fatty, dried in, sticky residues of feeling left out that are residing within your body, especially within your liver, stored inside you and creating a movie that you might want to end, be done with. See where division lives inside you, and be compassionate with others on your path that are also juggling multiple movies at once. This time is meant for groups of people together, to come together and find like-minded realities in a genre that your heart longs for. When people come together in this, realities become bigger islands that can anchor down, that are easier for other people to pick up on, to find, because they become more visible. Find a contained, healthy expression for all the green, yellowish, brown muck that you want to clear out. Give your anger a sound, your resentment a movement, your jealousy form. Let yourself go there. In this time, this sticky stuff will clear like that. It will bring back a vitality of life that feels much, much lighter. And they end this message like in a movie with an end shot. They're showing a person with bright, vibrating skin, glowing almost, standing tall, with long wavy hair, enjoying the wind as it blows through it. Hopefully this message spoke to you in some way, and I hope that it will bring a clearer view of the reality that you're walking with. And if you might want to clear some of these denser energies and slingshot them out of your pores, I hope you can find people, or people might come on your path that you can do this with together. Even if it's just one person that you can hold hands with and spin around with. So, I thank Greater Burdock for this insightful movie message. I'm gonna say goodbye for now. I wish you well, and I connect with you again in the next episode.